Are we recording? Okay, let's see. Yes, we're recording. So, good, happy Friday morning. Yes, I have my hair in like a sleepy, weepy braid, and I just love doing these braids because I was thinking about rebraiding my hair, but to be honest with you, I'm not going anywhere yet, so I don't know. I will rebraid my hair in a few hours, but what I'm going to do is I have the remnants of the salad that I made last night and decided, well, now I'm going to make a chunky avocado like dip. I have some corn chips. And I'm just going to throw in like a hodgepodge of vegetables that I cut up last night and kind of just like, back in the day I used to think I need to puree avocado, make it really creamy, but I have just realized recently I don't understand why I always used to feel that way, because I think avocado, the more intact, is just as delicious, and you can kind of, I don't know, mush it up as you go. Like, I guess, like, I'm kind of getting into more, this is not exactly a salsa, but I'm getting more into chunkier type versions of food. Like, I'm wanting, like, more chunky, whereas in the past I just wanted really smooth. Really, really smooth. And I have all my Halloween things here with my little jack-o'-lantern hanging out with me. So I'm doing OBS again, but here's the thing about OBS that I don't know if I completely love it. I still think OBS, it has like, okay, I get that it has benefits for people that want to edit videos and whatnot, but ultimately, one thing about OBS that I've just observed, my little observations, is this. OBS is really geared towards gaming. It really truly is. And I know a lot of YouTubers use it, but okay, so I keep using something, and I do get that there are merits to it sometimes, but I don't think 100%, okay, this is just my thoughts. I get that a lot of people want to have a certain aesthetic in a video, but I don't necessarily know if those are the best videos, because some of the most interesting YouTube videos I've seen, they're just like footage, and they don't even show the people talking. But I think for a live stream, yes, there's merit to using OBS. I just don't think like I would use it for every video I make. Although I guess supposedly, I have never tried this. Some people say you can make this when I guess look, you can kind of like put scenes together and maybe use OBS as a video editor. I don't know if people do that. I really don't. I guess you could, but I think there's some free open source video editing software, which I finally bought Vegas Studio a few years ago. And my thoughts on Vegas Studio is it's okay, but it was always having problems on this little laptop, whereas OBS was having problems on the big computer. So now I've swapped them, and the big computer is just going to be my video editing computer. But the cool thing is I can use my big monitor, like if I do OBS with my laptop, and I'm thinking, yes, you kind of need a lot of high tech, like equipment to do, like a lot of people that are doing these really high techy live streams, they have a mirrorless camera, they have really nice microphone, it really helps. It really does. I should have let these avocados ripen outside the fridge, because they're never quite as ripe if you put them in the fridge, and I should have known that. It's just, okay, the reason I put them in the fridge was I knew like a week ago, I'm not always up on my cooking game. If, like, if I'm working. I'm just not one of those people that, oh, it's not, but I'm going to try and change that. I've decided, oh, okay, I'm going to just do more impromptu live stream cooking again. But on this channel, not on the hair channel, because people on the hair channel, they don't like to watch me cook. Not that a lot of people ever did anyway, but this is kind of a funner, more fun live stream format, I feel like, you know? It gives you more latitude to do things you like. Avocado in. Get that avocado action going. Goopy goopy. You know, I love the texture of food when I eat it, but this is one thing I've never really discussed on. I don't know. I just don't tell people. And I know it's a thing for a lot of people, but I really don't like when things feel squishy. Like I'll do it, but it's like the least satisfying parts of cooking. I hate getting like things that feel squishy, like avocado in my fingers. Like I love the taste of it in my mouth. Like I love those textures, but like I hate like touching any kind of like. And I used to think, oh, it's just because like with me, I thought, well, you know, like when I was having all those, that's why I finally became, you know, vegan. Not super strict vegan, but I stopped eating meat because I was just having so much aversion issues, like holding raw meat and touching it and preparing it. It was making me sad and feel just triggered and ugh. But I mean, I don't feel that way about vegetables that like when you touch them. Like I'm kind of like, ugh, I don't like the way it feels, you know. Minimal. I've been listening to Super songs. Very good. Super good. I mean, I don't understand all the words, but you know, I just love it when you find a song in another language and like you kind of like you can tell what the context is. I could tell a lot of songs, love songs, but it's just a song about longing. I think really, I don't think Minimo is really a song about love. I think the thing I love about Minimo is kind of like, well, honestly, I wouldn't. I want to go for like Minimo, like it's basically she holds someone from afar. It's very beautiful and it's very emotional in a Turkish kind of way because I don't know, they just do songs with this like emotional kind of. And I hate to say it, but you know, American music used to be like that. But I feel like nowadays, what do you see? Oh, you see people like they're wearing like a G string and they have to be in a mansion, and it's so boring to me. Like literally, there were several videos like that. Like, oh, you're famous. Oh yeah, like you're wearing like a really skimpy swimsuit to show off your backside. It's getting boring to me, and I'm not like saying, oh my god, you can never show off your body, but I just see that kind of video over and over and over again, and I thought just what I kind of like about some of the Turkish songs I've seen is like the women aren't like completely covered up. I mean, they're showing um decolletage and everything, but it's not like oh my god, like it's more tasteful. It kind of reminds me of how music used to be back in the 80s before like when videos were just more fun and like the video was artistic, like it's very artistic, this Minimo video. I just really like it. Whereas a lot of videos, I don't know, like oh my friend and I were talking about it. We said, you know, in the 80s, like videos were fun. Like they would have street scenes, they'd have dancing, random things, and now, like, yes, a lot of videos are like, how ostentatious is my party? And I'm like, nobody cares about your flip flop party. And yeah, I know you guys all like to wear the least amount of clothing possible in the video, but that's all I really think about. And the lyrics aren't even good, but I don't know. I like some of these Turkish songs, but Minimo, yes, it's a very good song. Although the message of Minimo, is that a good one? Mm-mm. Don't have unrequited anything for anybody because I don't know. Like this is my thought about the whole unrequited thing. It's not good. I don't think anybody deserves anything that's unreciprocated. I mean, I know like a lot of people say it can be very like esoteric or romantic, but it's not because you're basically giving up good years of your life for people who don't deserve it. And I just think anything unrequited is just, it's not good and healthy. And I know like our society has a lot of unrequited love, but I think anytime you start feeling something unrequited for someone who doesn't treat you right, you have to like find a way to rechannel your energy into something more useful for yourself. That's just my thought. Like it might be exciting, but why is it exciting? Because unrequited love, like those people either they don't know you exist or they don't treat you right. Like why aren't you giving them the best years in your life? They're not there with you. They don't care about you. Like I just that's what I think about unrequited love. Like the unrequited lover will be pining away for their lover whereas he's with his wife. Why are you unrequited for that person? He's holding her. He's like making her feel good. And no, nobody deserves unrequited love, in my opinion. Like, and I think, like, personally, I just don't like to romanticize that too much. Like, it might be beautiful in a song, but it just feels kind of sad and unfortunate. I think, like, honestly, like, yes, in music, literature, it's going to be a thing. But I think that's why a lot of people just pick somebody who maybe it doesn't make them really excited, but just a stable person that they can have just a healthy relationship with. I totally understand that. Personally, like for me, like I just choose to be single. 'Cause, like, I mean, I don't know. It just seems like a lot of work, and I'm personally like, I don't know. I'm not interested in like trying to figure out like what guys are um well, to me, like this is just my definition of unrequited love. I feel like, and maybe not in your case, but I feel like a lot of cases, like unrequited love, like the song Minimo, it's all about like loving someone from afar who doesn't love you back. And to me, I just feel like diminishing returns. Like I don't feel like I get a lot from that. Yes, but like to me, okay, this is just my opinion of like the unrequited love thing. I personally, I won't engage in it beyond a certain point, and I can speak from a little bit of experience because, like, there were times that I think I had unrequited love for somebody who did not deserve my feelings, emotions, and thoughts, and that's just my take on it. I'm like, and you wake up one day and you're like, why did you give this person so many good thoughts and so much years of your life? Like, to me, like, I don't feel good about that. Like, if other people romanticize it, that's fine. No, but like for me, I want to get something out of love. Like to me, this is my thought. I want to get like I want to experience something that makes me feel good. I don't want to like be in a situation like I totally get some people really love. Well, yes and no because sometimes you can think that you love someone and eventually you realize it doesn't feel worth it at all. Like that's just my interpretation of it. I know other people have different interpretations and maybe this might be more of an admiration. I think the kind of unrequited love that you're talking about is more you actually have an admiration for that person. And at the time, okay, let me explain what I mean. Like, when I had unrequited love for a person, I thought that I really loved them. I thought it made me feel so good, like, at the time that I was with them. But in hindsight, okay, just realizing that that person was manipulative and they were willing to, like, I don't know, use me in different situations to make themselves feel better, like, at that moment, like, okay, I don't admire that person, okay? So I guess for me, like, that's the difference. Like, I guess maybe, like, true unrequited love, you admire that person. And I just feel like I did not admire that person at the end of the day. Like, okay, in my case, I think when I, like, thought I loved this person, I had this, like, romanticization of what I thought this person was. And it was all, like, based on, like, this romantic prototype. And it really wasn't that person because, like, they would say things, like, to try and woo me. And then the next day they'd be cold and I could never understand the hot and cold thing. And yeah, it was just bankrupt. And I thought one day to myself, why did I think anything positive about that person? So I think in your case, you're talking about a loftier type of, like, person that you can admire. Like, the type of unrequited love I'm talking about, maybe, I don't know if I ever, maybe it's unrequited, like, longing. Because that wasn't love. I don't think that's love because I think, I'm not saying somebody needs to love you back 100%, but I don't like the idea of just spending years, like, longing for somebody when you don't have, like, concrete reasons. Like, I get, like, some literature, but I don't like that. Like, Minimo is a very beautiful song. Yes, I dealt with a narcissist. That's the problem. Like, and when you kind of, like, come out of, like, realizing, oh, like, that's a narcissist, like, it's manipulation is what it is, you know? I think that's the problem. Like, I don't think I had, I mean, maybe I didn't have real unrequited love. I think I just, like, ran into a narcissist. And, there's more of them nowadays. So I thought I admired that person. And I'm like, no. It's just recently, like, the totality of it's just been hitting me. And I've been like, why? Like, why did I give that person, like, this free pass? And yeah, it's pretty. But, at the end of the day, I could have just ignored that person. I could have been more, like, this is the thing about me, though. Maybe it's not unrequited love, but, like, if I like someone at the time, sometimes I'm not willing to admit what they truly are. And I keep, like, thinking, oh, it could get better. Like, maybe it will get better. And then, like, they'll be cold one day, but then the next day they would say really nice and romantic things to me, or they'd go months without talking to me, and then all of a sudden they'd be like, I want to talk to you again, and oh, I want to, like, come see you, but it's fake. What it was, okay, in this case, it was really weird. Like, I was just supposed to be there, like, whenever, like, they changed their minds. Like, ooh, if they changed their mind, I was there, like, in a minute's notice. Like, I was supposed to be there to, like, accept them. And I think maybe they actually thought, okay, yeah, because this person is a narcissist. You're actually right. I don't know if this was unrequited love, but I kind of feel like Minimo's kind of that way too, the song, even though it's very beautiful. Um, how do I put it this way? I just feel like she's having unrequited love for somebody that I don't think it's fulfilling in that case. Maybe in literature, like what you're talking about, I know you've written about it where you really admire someone, you actually feel joy for that person. Like, it makes you feel good, like you get something out of it. But I think long term, if something makes you feel good one day, and then the next day you're like, oh, like, I totally regret that. No, it's not good. But, yeah, I had a run-in with a narcissist, and but I knew that for a long time. I'm like, um, you just need to stop, like, giving narcissists time of day. But I just wasn't good enough at, like, calling it what it was, like, But I will tell you this, once a narcissist knows what you truly think about them, they'll go away. Like, they're not going to mess with you anymore because it's not fun anymore. I think in this case, maybe my narcissist just thought I was super naive. That, I would just think like everything he said was true, but I digress. I guess like that's my only interpretation of unrequited love because I thought that I loved that person, but I didn't love that person. I really didn't. I really actually hated a lot of things that person did. Actually, this person was super hateful in a way because one day they'd say I liked that they liked my hair, and then the next day like he would say, "Oh, why does your hair look messy? Why do you look all awkward sitting there?" And he couldn't figure out why. I was upset with him for saying that. And I said, "You know what? You really made me mad." He goes, "But I don't know what I said." Yeah, that's a narcissist. So, you know, my little narcissist experience, like, I don't think that was unrequited love. Is Minimal about a narcissist, maybe? Maybe it's not unrequited love. Is that what you're thinking, Aya? Do you think that this song's about a narcissist and she's just I'm wondering, like, this whole idea of, like, holding someone from afar and admiring them and not being able to be with them. Like, in that case, I don't know. It just didn't feel like she loved him, you know? And I get what you're saying. So maybe I just never had that unrequited love experience. I don't think I did, but I had a narcissist experience. I think that's what I had. I'm not sure, but I don't think this really looks like avocado dip. Now I'm just like making it chunky. Okay. Let's see. I don't. I'm gonna mix it up. We'll see. Maybe I can like kind of mash it down. But yeah. Anyhow, like I just felt like I don't know. Like I get what you're saying though. Maybe my experience with unrequited love was not that because I didn't love that person. I thought I did, but that was not real love. It was real annoyance. And when you would see like okay, just when I would see recently, this person, like, they would pretend like one day they were my best friend or my good friend, and we had these good conversations, but then go cold on me. And then, like, they do it with other people. It was just like, I was just the gullible one. I'm sure he just thought, oh, she's so gullible. She has something for me. Like, she just will always be there, like, admiring me. And anytime I feel like, well, I could just not, I could go talk to her. I don't even care anymore. So yeah, it was dumb. And like I said, I just don't know why I felt that way about that person for such a long time. I don't anymore. Yeah, anyway, it was a narcissist experience. It was not like unrequited love. And some of the things this person said, like they could be very endearing one day and then the next day, just like it wasn't like rude, but they would like leave, like make little snide comments like that to try and mess with my self esteem or something. It was weird. I mean, I don't know. Very weird indeed, but I don't even care anymore. So yeah, you just have to kind of know. Like, I don't even know how I got on that topic. It's just, I guess, what it is. Like, it's really bothered me for a long time, and I need to be over it. I always say peppers, like from pizza from a long time ago, because I can spice things up with them. It's kind of cool. Like if you have a condiment, you can make it spicy. And I don't think you need the blender. Like this fork is making it all chunky and mashy together by itself. I could just do it with a fork. Might take a while with some fork. I don't know. It's kind of doing it. I need to do something with my pumpkin seeds too today. Like I might turn them into a pumpkin puree. We'll see. But the onion, ah, let's see. Okay, so I think I'm just gonna keep. This could take a while though because these are raw tomatoes, so I could be here mashing for a while. I wonder if you put it in the microwave. Okay, I have an ingenious idea. I'm gonna cook it for a minute. So yeah, somebody was saying like low fat diets are really good and that they can lose a lot of fat eating low fat. And I was like, yes, this is coming out again. I thought that was debunked like a long time ago. So this lady was like, okay, she was promoting like these really extreme like amounts of vegetables. Like she was eating like a party bowl size of vegetables and sweet potatoes because she's vegan. I'm vegan, but everybody was saying, why is it that people don't eat fat? And I think this could be one of the problems on a plant-based diet if you are going to not eat meat. Like, honestly, first off, you need to supplement with B12. I take a supplement, and it's not perfect. Like for vegans, I think they probably wouldn't like this supplement. I realize it has gelatin in it, but I don't know. I take it because I want to take my supplement. Sometimes I'm not very good about it. I'm not religious about it, but I do take a supplement, and if you're vegan, you kind of have to. I'm sorry. Like, I know people don't like that, but I try to remember to take it. So, yeah, you have to. You just do. So, I think it's problematic that people are saying that you can be vegan and not supplement or eat a really low fat diet. And a lot of people have been pointing out recently that a lot of vegans long term, like their skin, it's almost like losing elasticity or collagen. And I'm wondering, it's just a thought, is it because their fat intake is so low? I mean, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a scientist, I can't say this for sure, but first off, you're not eating meat, so you're eating a lot less fat. And then if you're like, I just don't understand how that would be satiating. And now they wonder why, like, some being vegan. I'm gonna be vegan for myself, but I don't recommend. Okay, just honestly, to most people, I wouldn't recommend being vegan because I mean it works for me, but I think a lot of people have issues with it, and even me. Like, okay, I love fruits and vegetables, but one thing I've noticed, like now, I can't eat as much fruit as some of these people. Like some of these people eat all these different fruits, all these different vegetables, and I still eat fruit and vegetables. But honestly, I just don't crave like mega amounts of fruit, and I don't think you really need it either. So why can't you just eat more satiating foods that have fat in them? That's why I'm eating avocados. Like there are some people are like, oh my god, it's avocado, but it's good. Oh, and I put the ranch dressing in it, which has more fat. I don't know. I'm making a dip, so I don't like it. They don't have to eat that, but I just think yes, it's low fat. Oh, I'm gonna eat like a whole salad that's the size of my head. Probably not sustainable for most people. Like I've really been having these thoughts recently. Like I think eating mostly plant based works for me. But like I said, there's a few things I take. Like sometimes my supplement is not perfect. For uh, vegan activist standards, and sometimes I eat donuts. So yeah, occasionally, and then I sometimes eat Halloween candy too. Like so, I mean, am I more vegetarian than vegan? Maybe I don't know. I've kind of thought that. Like, I don't eat a lot of dairy though. I just occasionally like will eat a baked good that has like dairy in it. Like, I occasionally eat donuts. Okay, or my supplement that I take. But if you're gonna be vegan, yes, you do need to supplement for B12 and some other things. Like, I know people are like, no, you don't, but yes, you do. You definitely have to. I mean, they're saying nowadays everybody should take a B12 supplement anyway. Like, I don't know, my friend who works in the medical industry, she says everybody should. But that's just my thought. I'm not really good at supplementing every day. I don't take like a supplement every day though, because you have to be really religious about that. Like every day you can't supplement. Really religious. Alright. Let's try some of the chunky guacamole. Is it? I don't know. Well, I baked it in the microwave a little bit just to kind of make it easier to mash up. It's just my thought. Because I kind of want it. I like it chunky, but I want it a little bit more dippy. I think this is the thing that made me fall out of complete enchantment with my narcissist was it had always been so like weird. Like he would be, I guess the hoovering thing. But like the last time he kind of initiated contact again, he'd be like, "Oh, like if you just wait around until like it's the perfect time for me, then maybe we can get together." And I just thought that was really dumb. So I kind of called him out on that. And he's like, "Oh, you can't wait a day for me." And I'm like, you know what? No. I'm done with that. Why is anybody waiting for you? You're not. I'm the woman. I'm the lady. So I'm just so done with it. I don't trust this person either. I feel like if he said, like, he would say nice things to me, but sometimes he would say things behind people's back that weren't the nicest. I thought, well, he probably talks like that about me too. I don't trust anything he says. But, c'est la vie. Once he watched my YouTube video and he told me what I should talk about. I'm done with that. Like, how dare you? Okay. I'm just so done with that because I feel like, what? Like, if I just wait around, no, nobody's waiting around for you. I don't think that was unrequited love. That was just me being naive. Yeah, I guess. Honestly, I experienced a narcissist. That's so right. You're right. Anyway, I eat some more of my chips, and I don't know why I started talking about that. It's just something that bothers me, but it really shouldn't. The totality of it that really bothered me the most, I think, was that this person would sometimes act like they cared, and other times would act like, well, it's no big deal. So I thought, well, if nothing's no big deal to you, then okay, that's great. But I guess that's true because if you're a narcissist, nothing's a big deal. Like, people are just like little pieces in your game. So, of course, it's not a big deal. Anyway, thanks for watching and have a great day.